Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to pop on real quickly today to share with you guys what I picked up from the holiday collection launch. So I feel like I didn't grab a ton, so I don't think this video is going to be very long, fingers crossed. So I'm going to start with kind of like the more body extra stuff and then maybe end with the warmers. So I got this last year, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to get it again. It's the Winterberry Apple Tea Scentsy Soak. I love this. They should just honestly make this part of the regular catalog all year round, but specifically during winter, Winterberry Apple Tea should definitely be a option for Scentsy Soak, not just during these limited time offers. But I am happy that they do bring this out, so I'm not going to complain. But definitely, if you're a Winterberry Apple Tea fan, get your hands on this. And then I did, like I said in my holiday collection walkthrough, that I was gonna pick up the soaps. So I did get the 3-pack of soaps. It comes in Perfect Peppermint, Berry Blessed, and then Dancing Sugar Plums. So I find that like with the Harvest collection launch with the soaps, I was a little nervous because one of the scents I was like not super hot on. The scents aren't as intense in the soaps, so I feel like even if you're like, oh, that scent's a little bit too spicy or too this or too that, the soaps really mild them out. So I'm not going to unwrap these just in case I want to give any as a gift. Not Perfect Peppermint. I'm definitely keeping that one for myself, but maybe Berry Blessed. I feel like I would also want to keep Dancing Sugar Plums, but I also have a ton of soaps, and these make great little gifts. Last year, and probably I'll do it again this year, I got pretty much everybody in, like, just as a little like thank you gift, like coworkers, friends. I got a ton of them. I just got little hand soaps, and then I put in either maybe like a hand cream, a scent circle, just something extra, and then I just hooked a little note on it that said, "You're the best, hands down." And it was a hand soap. And obviously the pandemic, like, it was all very fitting, but I'm probably gonna do that again because it's just such a cute idea, and these are so cute too. And now's the best time to buy these, when they're in these 3-pack bundles, as opposed to, you can't bundle the hand soaps on their own in a bundle, so it's better to buy these 3-pack bundles. I don't know, I feel that way, but I don't think you're like saving a specific amount of money, because I think it's the same price in the end. I could be wrong, but also you get these fun holiday scents versus the regular catalog scents. So just my opinion. Also, I picked up, this is the last non-fun thing, I picked up the Perfect Peppermint Clean Bundle. So I did open the dish soap because I kind of wanted to smell this. Perfect Peppermint is just like a pure peppermint scent. And I would say it's definitely minty, but it's definitely like toned down and more subtle in this. Hopefully the same in the Counter Clean, so I don't offend Corey too much. But I think this is gonna make it smell so fresh and clean and like icy in a way. We'll see. I don't know if that came out last year. I kind of feel like it did. I didn't pick it up. I wasn't on to mint scents last year, but now I'm like totally all about them, so I had to. Okay, next I want to talk about the licensed bars. So I did a 6-pack, and I'll show the other 2 that aren't part of this kind of like holiday launch in my haul tomorrow. But I got Fearless by Nature, which wasn't technically in the holiday brochure, but I think they ended up getting the product way earlier than they thought they would, so they just ended up releasing it on the same day. I do want to note that these products did come with the new labels, or sorry, the new packaging. So the old bars are just like this with no like labeling on the back, these like scent categories, and they told us that they would be switching over to these, and it might take a while. I think they started switching in like May, and this is the first set of an order that I've actually gotten, that I've gotten like the new, these, so they must be running out of clams. Like, these must be really freshly poured is what I'm thinking. And also I've seen other people start to get these clams that have the scent symbols versus these. So I think kind of during this transition time, if you get bars that don't have these, they might mean they're poured a little bit like before, like not currently poured. They may be an older bar. That's totally speculation. It could depend on your distribution center maybe, but that's just what I'm speculating because I know they're switching over to these packaging for bars. So Fearless by Nature. I don't have the scent notes, but I'm going to tell you what I get. I think there's sage in here because I feel like I get sage and maybe a hint of eucalyptus, but I'm not positive on that. I'm feeling though like definitely a lot of sage and maybe eucalyptus. It's very, very fresh, and honestly it's not like super woody. Like I wouldn't say I get a wood note. I definitely get more like fresh sage and eucalyptus. But like I said, I could be totally off on the notes, but that's what I get. It's just very fresh smelling. So I'm definitely going to try this out. Depending on the strength, I'm not exactly sure at this point if it's club worthy or not, but I wanted to get 2 bars just to check it out. And then I also got 2 bars of Olaf Warm Hugs. I feel like everyone raves about this one. So I was like, okay, I may as well get 2 bars. And also, this is in the bakery section, like the bakery fragrance category, which seems kind of odd because the notes are cool mint, snow-covered woods, and warm vanilla. But I don't know that I would say, I don't know if I would say it's a bakery scent. Honestly, if you're like nervous to buy this and you need a comparison, to me, I think it's kind of similar to Fresh Ice. Like, there's maybe more vanilla, but I don't know that I would call it bakery vanilla either. And I know on here they're not explicitly saying it's in the bakery category, but on the workstation, I went to go add it to a party today for a future order, and it's in the bakery section, which is so odd to me. I have to warm it to see if I like it more than Fresh Ice, because honestly right now, I'm kind of torn. I feel like it smells just like Fresh Ice. But I feel like if more of that vanilla comes out, then I'm definitely gonna like it more than Fresh Ice. And if I do, then maybe it'll go into club. But if I don't end up liking it more than that, I already have that in my club. This bar I warmed up definitely is more fragrant than the other one. It's nice. It just really reminds me of Fresh Ice. And I was thinking it was gonna be a little bit different. I don't know why, but that's what I was thinking. But it really does remind me of that. So next I have the 3-pack of Harvest bars. These also have the new backs. So this collection, I was like really unsure of what to think about any of these based on the scent notes. So just gonna get right into it. I didn't buy the fragrance flowers or the scent pods like I did in the Harvest collection. I didn't blind buy those because I was nervous about what they would smell like. I was like, once I get them in, if the rest is still available, I'll just go for it then. And I'm kind of glad I didn't just like blind buy them because I'm kind of shocked at what I think is my favorite on cold versus what I thought would be. So let's just start here. Mold, cider, and spice. It says juicy blood orange is the star of a sweet fruit cider spiced with cinnamon. I was kind of thinking this may be my favorite just based on the notes of everything else, but also blood orange kind of freaks me out. I will say I'm getting a lot of the blood orange, and the bottom definitely has the cinnamon, and this is really not exactly, but reminding me of Wassail Wonderland, which is coming back later this year, but it's definitely like really spicy. Like I think maybe the cider spiciness and the cinnamon spiciness, but I'm definitely getting the orange. I honestly think this is probably my least favorite. Like it's kind of giving me a headache. I would probably try that in my open concept and like a little amount of cubes to really get it spread out to make sure, you know, it's not like super overpowering. I could see that one totally blowing you out of the house. So I thought that one was gonna be my favorite, but honestly, I'm like not 100% sold on it. The next one's Joy and Wonder, and I think this is such a cute color for the holidays. It's delightful red currant and black raspberry mingle with cinnamon stick. So here's what I was thinking. This is a combination of, what was the black, red currant raspberry? Was that the something with currant? We had to bring back my bar, like couple go-arounds with currant in it. And it was like, and then I'm thinking black raspberry, like maybe a little black raspberry vanilla with a cinnamon note. Like these notes just really had me thrown off. But I like the color. Honestly, I really, really like this one. I definitely feel like the black raspberries on the bottom, like the bottom's really giving me black raspberry vanilla vibes. But the top, also the bottom kind of smells like this new clamshell. But like if Corey was up here, he'd be like, do you see how spicy that is? Like look how stained the clam is already. But to me, this one was way spicier. The top, I feel like I get that like cinnamon, but very much bakery cinnamon. I feel like the more I warm it up with my thumb though, that currant comes through, which is just kind of like a sour fruit like smell to me. Like it's like so tart to the point that it's sour in a way. I don't know, I feel like I really like this one. It kind of reminds me of a craft store around Christmas. I'm gonna have to warm it. I was just kind of shocked at how much I actually ended up like kind of enjoying it upon first sniff, as opposed to I was like, I'm really not gonna like this one with that currant note. And sometimes cinnamon stick is like cinnamon bear, like cinnamon, like red hot. And I feel like this one's more bakery cinnamon. But also kind of odd that the black raspberry vanilla or black raspberries on the bottom, because I would feel like that would be a top note. I just think that's so interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to warm it. And then the last one, which is the one I was the most nervous for, is Mighty Pine. And I don't like, tree scents are not my thing. This is fresh cut pine trimmed with icy lavender, shines through crisp mountain air. Lavender, not super huge on, but like anything tree notes, I'm really honestly not a fan of. So it's very much green. And honestly, it's not bad. I wouldn't say I'm gonna have to warm it, but I think I don't know. At first when I smelled it, I was like, I'm putting this in my club. Which I might do, honestly. I know that sounds crazy for somebody who doesn't like tree scents, but I think if you paired this with something that has like a more mint in it, I think it would be perfect. Like, I think the first time I smelled this, which was yesterday, when the boxes came in, I think it had more of the, I think the mountain air is coming across to me as like a cool mintiness. I think today, now that it's sat a little bit, the tree note's coming out a little bit, but it's like a sweet tree note. Like, to me, it's very sweet. I don't know, I'm gonna warm it, but honestly, it might be my favorite out of the 3-pack. I may end up putting this into my club. I know that sounds crazy for someone who doesn't like those types of scents, but since holiday, I mean, harvest is more like my alley. So I was like really not sure what I was gonna like, but honestly, it wasn't so bad. I may end up getting, depending how I like them, I may end up getting the pods in Joy and Wonder and then the Mighty Pine scent. I think the Mighty Pine scent would be nice to have by our Christmas tree. Don't know where we're possibly gonna put a Christmas tree because Gemma has her kitty tower where our Christmas tree usually goes. So I'm gonna show you the warmers really quickly. I pretty much have them mostly unboxed, except for this one, but it's gonna be relatively fast because we have errands to run. So the first one I have is the mini gingerbread man, which is the little mug. So he would sit on a ceramic warmer base or like a plug-in base, which comes in the box, but I don't have a way to plug that in for you here. So I'm just gonna show you. There's little holes for the light to come out, and it's like a mug. what I love about this is that he's sitting in the mug. So when you warm the wax, like his legs are gonna disappear and it's gonna look like he's like bathing in the wax. It's gonna be so adorably cute. Not exactly positive if I'm going to set this up or use it as more of like a decoration in my kitchen. Currently I have the pumpkin spice and everything nice warmer there. It's the same style, it's like a mug. I just have it kind of sitting on our little counter kitchen tray. And I may do the same with this one, but it's so stinking cute. I absolutely love it. It is fairly heavy though. So I think this one I would prefer to put on a tabletop base versus just plug him into the wall. He does though he comes with a wall plug-in, but like I said, I just feel like he's a little heavy. And there is a specific way to put him back in the box because of like his head cutout. So you guys, the styrofoam, you know it drives me crazy. And a warmer I'm going to talk about came in so much styrofoam. You guys probably already know how mad I am about that. So the next warmer I'm going to show you is actually sold out. So this is the gnome, the Christmas gnome. He is sold out. Generally when things sell out for these limited time collections, they don't come back. That could change. I know for the harvest, they brought back that paranormal pumpkin. He sold out right away and then they end up bringing him back. Generally that doesn't happen, but you know, things could change. So here's what it looks like. It is a very like metally warmer, even though you can't get this, but maybe your consultant bought one and didn't actually want it or something. Or it comes back. Things could change. His little hat comes off, and this is where the dish goes. There's just a 20-watt bulb inside, and then there's little cutouts in the back. And the dish is a pretty big, like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like the standard dish. Has the 4 on the bottom. And he fits right in there. That's so cute. And then the hat, you might be thinking, that makes no sense. Why does he have a hat if you're trying to warm wax? Because he looks way cuter with the hat, obviously. Like this doesn't look like much. It looks like half a face. The hat has like a very, very large vent in the back. So essentially the whole back of his head is open. So I think this is gonna have pretty good ventilation because that's a really big hole. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I will see maybe in a few, like a month or so when I want to put up my Christmas stuff because I don't want to put it up today. But I probably could put him up today, but I maybe will around like Thanksgiving. So, or maybe when it snows since he has snowflakes. So let me turn him on. I feel like in the front, you can't really even tell he's on. But in his hat, he's got a lot of glowing action. Obviously the color wax you put in, you know, it wouldn't glow so much unless it was clear. But also he has these snowflake cutouts, which as you can see on the wall there, they're very, very cute. So depending where you have him positioned, he'll have a couple glowing on the wall. So like I said, I feel like he's not very bright this way, but definitely behind him will be bright. And I don't know if you can tell, maybe, oh geez, this might be a disaster. I don't know. Oh, can you see how close the bulb is there to the dish? It's always nice when you can kind of see that because I feel like that is a big question people have, like how hot will it get? I feel like it's definitely warming up fairly well, just like feeling the warmer. I feel like the metal generally carries the heat really well. So, okay, and then this last warmer I want to show you is packaged in an incredible amount of styrofoam. So I was not thrilled to unpackage it, and honestly I probably won't package it back up. I'll probably just put it in my warmer display here somewhere. Not that I really have room. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'm just not wanting to put it back in its styrofoam because it was an absolute nightmare. This is all the packaging. And I put it in, I took it out, I put it back in, I had to take it out again. So I don't know if I want to do that one more time before the holidays, but also I don't know if I really have anywhere to put it. So anyway, it's the Treetops Glisten Warmer. This is just the bottom. It does have like a little cord cut out down here, so make sure that's lined up. but also make sure some of these aren't as like, it's definitely very fragile. Like these could definitely bend if you're not careful. I wouldn't put too much pressure on them, but also you can see some of them aren't super curved. Just be careful. And also if you like happen to drop this or something and some of these like kind of bend, just telling you what to be aware of. Okay, so the dish on this one, I was unpackaging it and I was like, I don't have a dish. It's in the styrofoam. I don't know if I can show you with all the trash. It's like hidden up here. There's a little spot for it up here. So just FYI, it's kind of tucked away. I feel like that light's going crazy. Okay, it's kind of tucked away, so just be aware of that. It is in there, it's just tucked away. When I pulled out the dish though, I was like, what is this? It's so different. So it is, Scentsy has other warmers that have dishes like this. I don't think they have in a while, but I know they have in the past because I've seen people talk about them in videos. But basically this dish is just like a little glass dish. Like it says nothing on it. It's just a little glass dish. So, okay. And so it's not very deep. Let me pull out the other one for you. This is the comparison. I would maybe only put like 2 or 3 cubes. 3 max maybe. If this one holds 4, I wouldn't put more than 3. I would honestly, I only put 1 or 2 generally, depending on the size. For this one, I would probably only put 1 because I like it to be a very like low level of wax, if you will. So basically this just sits right down into here. And I don't know if you can see, I feel like I can see it, but can you see how close the dish and the light bulb are? There's maybe like 3/4 of an inch between them. So they're very, very close together. So I think that's gonna make this perform really well. And then you do have the top. This also be very careful about dropping because if these bend, it might not sit on here very well. Also, if you don't have the dish in, let me take the dish out. I made this mistake as well. If you don't have the dish in, this doesn't sit very well. Like it kind of wobbles around. It kind of needs this thickness that the dish gives to sit a little better. And then if you line up your star, generally they pretty much line up together and you could kind of alternate them a little bit. It looks really cute, honestly. And I think because of all the ventilation, it's going to be a bright one. I think because of all the ventilation, it's going to be a pretty good performer as well. But it's pretty bright, honestly, as you can tell, because of all those little holes. But I think this one's going to be a pretty good performer for a 20 watt. And also it has some pretty good ventilation, so the scent can be released. But it's also very, very cute. And if you get the matching diffuser shade, I mean, I really think you can't go wrong. It's going to look so cute next to each other. Let me feel the dish. I feel like the dish didn't get very warm, but also I didn't have it on for very long. So I always feel, when I turn warmers on, I always like feel the bottom of the dish like this to see how hot it's getting, to kind of test how it was going to perform. So that's everything I got from this haul. I think there's still a decent amount available or yet to be released. I do know though, the Christmas gnome is sold out. I think these two, one of them's on the way and one of them's available. I'm really curious to find out the wattages of some of these. I really think the Christmas camper is cute, but I really don't know if I need another warmer. But he is very, very cute, and I know people who have him. I'm definitely going to pick up the oil pack, though, when it comes in. And then, like I said, I'll probably pick up the Mighty Pine pods if I like the scent. So that is everything that I have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.